Greetings, Aries, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Big rune readings here this first week and this next week for the rune readings. This is the 111 portal. The next week we have the 1111 portal. Huge energies this year with the number 1, the 2026 year, going into a numerology number 1. So I have this rune here, and this is for your energetic past. Really, I had this in your now position, but in your energetic past here, Aries, we have Raiho. So Raiho, however you want to pronounce it, this is riding along with the energetic waves, going with the flow. More demand of being in the present, being in the now. Making sure you're not resisting your divinely guided path in the energetic past, where you've been called maybe to a change of house, spouse, or career, where you're not settling in for those stagnant or discordant or unaligned energies in your path, where you're in your recent past, you were probably moving on to something more in line with your soul purpose, your divine source blueprint, right? So take how this resonates, Aries, and leave what doesn't, because this is going to be huge for your manifestation kind of rune reading here. In your energetic now, we have Odin's rune. Now, Odin's rune, not all the readers do this rune because it's pretty much just blank, right? It's not technically a rune. So here, this is indicative of the patch that covers Odin's eye. Right, so this is something that you already know, or it's something hidden from you, like that patch over Odin's eye. So we will get a rune of clarity from another completely different rune set. Let's see, which bag did I grab here? Now we'll get one from the Lapis Lazuli rune set here at the end of the rune reading. So stay tuned for that, Aries. Okay. With it being in the energetic now, this is anyone's guess. For some of you, it's something you already know, something you're working on, probably, maybe the intangible. And for a lot of you others, this is something that's hidden from you. It's something you need to uncover by surrendering, keeping in line with that divine source blueprint, surrendering to the now. In your energetic outcome here, or not outcome, near future, Aries is Manas. This is the rune of mankind. This is one clan flag looking at another clan flag. This incites a definition of other than, right? Where this is, when it's in your near future or in your outcome positions, I like to think of this as an enhancement, an incorporation of these energies, an understanding or an understanding, and an invitation to the awareness of, okay? An addition to the clarity that's also involved with this, with Dagoth here, with this transmutation energy, adopting into other energies. Okay, so whatever this is here, we're going to get a lot more clarity here moving forward, Aries. This is kind of just up in the air thanks to Odin's rune here. So with Manas, this is going to be more of your understanding of where you are in the world, where you are with mankind, right? Your association with identity and labels and things like that as well. But I think this is more of like where you stand in your collective, where you stand in your clan, where you stand in your life, like how your sense of self-worth, right? So this is your influence for the energetic now, Aries. This is Fehu. Fehu's kind of a strong influence here, especially when we're manifesting into this new year, right? So Fehu is the rune of cattle, wealth, abundance. This is letting you know that this is a relationship with abundance that you're being kind of forced to reckon with here. Balance out, really, just kind of checks and balances about how is my relationship to abundance. Is it healthy? Is it just I'm saying way too much here because I'm getting a lot of downloads here right now. This is, I think, more of a repair of your relationship with abundance, and maybe double checking what your relationship is with that. Is it just money, or are you too focused on certain aspects of abundance. So what are those relationships like, right? If this reading resonates, consider a private session to explore your path, your energy, and the guidance of the runes more deeply. Each comment, share, or subscription helps this work reach more seekers like you who are looking for clarity and growth. Thank you all for showing up, for engaging, and for honoring your journey. Together, we are strengthened in this circle of awakening. What's your advice for the now? Advice for the now is focus on your health, grounding. Again, when these lines go straight down off of the runes here, Aries, it's very grounded energy, okay? Uru is the ox rune. This is the ancient aurochs, the ox, okay? This is about the momentum, wanting to go, plow through, like that downward hill type of momentum, the speed of which you are accomplishing things, and the drive, the tenacity, the stick-to-itness, and the determination to just kind of move forward. This is making sure that when you are moving forward to stay grounded, stay centered. Don't just bulldoze ahead into and through whatever. Okay, make sure those are grounded steps. That true, yes, you are into the momentum, but make sure that these are healthy. This is calling you to check in with your health, not just what you eat or drink. This is also the steps, this momentum, the steps going forward. Are you surrounding yourself with healthy energies? Are you having healthy self-talk? Are you thinking healthy thoughts? What are your social media habits? What are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you watching? All those things, they play a role in our health, Aries. We become the most like the 5 energies we surround ourselves with, yeah? So we're surrendering to divine flow and adjusting our relationship with wealth and abundance here. I think this is kind of spurring us to get into our health work here, Aries, for you specifically. When you do that, you have a greater sense of self-worth, a little bit more of an understanding of where you stand, right? Where you are, how the energies are playing out, right? You have a little bit more awareness and a lot more grounded energy when it comes to that. So this is beautiful when you work at that in healthy ways. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, let me know in the comments below, Aries, how this is all resonating here for you. So in the outcome position for this is Yera. Yera is something, at the time of this recording, the reels are on this channel are going through this rune right now. So we're educating and learning about this as we go along, and Yera is an irreversible rune. This is the rune representing the harvest. This is nicknamed the harvest rune. This is indicative of like assessment of values. This is really, I want to say karmic a lot when it comes to this. That's a lot of my Eastern education kind of bleeding through into this. This is very much cause and effect, like where what you sow is what you reap. That sort of karma, okay? Not like the holy indignation of this energy. This thought that I have is now kind of, this is more about our actions, our stances, our how we balance our cycles. This is endings making beginnings and beginnings making endings simultaneously. So here you're wrapping something up, Aries. And this is beautiful. You're wrapping something up. You're learning lessons. At the end of the year, when we take the harvest, we are taking inventory of the crop. What did we do with that, right? Did we plant enough? Did we have enough seed? Do we have to adjust tactic for next year? Did we water it enough? Did we fertilize it enough? All those things, right? So this is a big learning period during this transition of the energies. So, right, the turning of the wheel. The wheel's turning over again. We're into manifesting a new year. Bam, right off of 2026 with 111. A huge numerological indicator to learn these lessons and get on to the next cycle, right? Close this out and begin your new sense of, you're adopting into this with your learning and everything, Aries. I'm feeling your sense of self-worth, where you're standing, where you're moving in the future. A little bit before in the past, you kind of didn't know. You're just kind of in the flow, kind of just going around and just doing things. I think here with the outcome, especially with your learning period here this week, that you are going to have a lot more clarity moving forward. And this next week's rune reading after this one with the 111 portal, the 111-1, right, 1111 portal, that is going to be, I think, a lot more significant here for you, Aries. So you can go ahead and put a pin in that remark. Your energetic and clarification for the now. This is Ewas. Ewas is like the horse. It's the horse rune. This is man's best friend. It's an energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again throughout many instances of your life. This is like a spiritual recharge, kind of a pilgrimage where you're going within yourself for that sort of spiritual recharge and clarity, where this could be that best friend, right? That is you or divine source or your relationship with whatever deity it is out there that you celebrate. Okay, so this is interesting too, where this could be an external thing too, with an actual person, with a friend, a colleague, a coworker, a significant other, spouse, right? Take what resonates here and leave what doesn't, but this is calling you to be on, or where you're at right now is this sort of energy, this pilgrimage. You're gaining that insight, you're balancing out your emotional stability, you're grounding, and you are having that sense of travel, both inner and outer. Now, you could be literally feeling like you're traveling a lot, or that you're looking forward to traveling now with recent developments, that you could be looking forward to moving again here soon with this movement here with Reho here, and your abundance kind of influence here. I think this is maybe like, okay, what is healthy for me kind of challenges, and going into that pilgrimage, right? That momentum and that pilgrimage. This could be meaning to go to a spiritually recharging place like an ice cream shop, or like a spot next to a river underneath a tree, or Machu Picchu or Stonehenge. Whatever speaks to you, Aries, okay? This is interesting though, where this is, I believe, like that spiritual recharge. This is looking like a lot of learning and assessment, a lot of inner standings here for you, especially when you're working on addressing things and seeing what is healthy in your path and what is not. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to get a card here from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Divine, straight from Source, directly to Spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for Aries for this beautiful first rune reading of the year? Oh, you're very talkative. Okay. You want, can we just have one card, please, Divine? Please, one card for Aries? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Divine wanted to give a lot more cards, as you saw, Aries, but here it says denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay. Now we're going to read a bit about this card as soon as I find that page. But I think you understand right away, Aries. I think your first thought in your mind that came up about this was maybe retroactive, thinking in the past, like maybe you were in denial, or maybe you are in denial right now. All right, again, at the bottom of this card, it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Aries, it is time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. Buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause dis-ease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect upon these situations again. You're only giving them power by suppressing them. The dangers of denial will grow and spread and manifest unless you uproot them, examine them, and release them. This is the only way to become whole and healthy, Aries. And here it's speaking to Urus here, what you're doing. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Deal with them as they come. Take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Aries, your soul wants to live honestly and authentically now. Do not hinder it by placing emotional landmines in its path. Namaste. Have a blissed and abundant week.